let's get good. This is Endless Phase 2 Awakening. We are playing as the Fireborn Guardians of the Galaxy, the Unfallen, and we're going to begin this episode like we do most episodes, with me going through the comments and the feedback that I got on the last episode. There's one comment in particular I really wanted to talk about on this one, and that is a comment from Jeffrey Draper, and I'm just getting you guys in the right perspective here for the framing for this comment. I'm just confused why you didn't just burn them out of Perseus as a penalty for getting froggy in the first place. You, sir, you just made my morning by using the term getting froggy. Thank you. Then you have an uninterrupted chain to Deneb in less than 22 turns, and you can get rid of Pleon, maybe even the system that connected to Deneb and Perseus. This would allow you to end the war with UE in a good position with a solid link to all colonies and factions and a choke point at a system away from cutting you off. That's actually a really valid strategy. So I'm going to tell you why I didn't do that. Part of it was panic, because I haven't played the Unfallen before. I didn't expect us to lose those vines. I didn't know how we were going to deal with that. And there's just a lot I don't know about the Unfallen, and when I'm not sure of the faction I'm playing or I don't have a lot of confidence in my skill with them, I tend to err on the side of caution. In this case, my concern was that while Deneb is sitting here waiting, they could send a colony ship in and colonize it. So even if we were to siege Perseus, it would take us how many turns to get it right now? Like, if we look right now, can we even see their manpower? We can't. We can't see their manpower now, but my point is, if we had taken the time to siege Perseus, it would have at least taken a few turns. In that time, they could have got a colony ship over here, they could have tried to colonize Deneb. If they'd managed to successfully colonize Deneb, and I'm not sure if they could even do that, but that was my concern. If they managed to colonize it, then we have to siege it to get it back, and in sieging it, we risk destroying improvements, we risk destroying population. It basically is us blowing our own stuff up for no good reason. So I erred on the side of caution, I went for the truce. That'll allow us to sort of rebuild our vines out here and prepare for the initial or eventual backlash, because there will be backlash. The United Elves and Santa Zelivus, whatever, they're gonna pay. They're gonna pay in spades. The other thing too is I don't really want Perseus as a system. It's only got 3 planets. In fact, looking at Deneb now, if we hadn't put all this work into it already, I would just let them have it. It's a 3-planet system, there's not a lot of resources there, there's nothing great. Tylus, this is a system I would love. I'd also like to get us over here to Herolium and to get up to Zubin here, and Shaddai here is just moi, but like, these two aren't that great. Really, Perseus was just a matter of growth out here, and it was, rather, we didn't even take Perseus, we just had Perseus vines so that we could get to Deneb, and the only reason we wanted Deneb was for the minor factions so that we could make good use of our Center of Light and Life. I believe that's what it's called? Yes? Hey, I got one right for once, guys. Okay, so that being said, we're going to continue on here. The plan right now is to let this truce feed us into a force peace so that we can revine Deneb. We can start to vine out here. If we can manage to get vines on Altair and then scan down these Guardians, we'll have some Guardians on the ground in Altair, and then we're just going to take everything. We are going to burn the United Empire to the ground. We will leave them with one system, Imex, and the only reason we will probably do that is so that we can be like, hey guys, don't you want to be peaceful with us now? Now we have another major faction friend who will never ever step to us again. That's the idea. Okay. So my brutal plans for future domination out of the way, let's go ahead and start getting our vine ships back where they need to be to get the job done. Since they can no longer fire at us, I'm going to take this set of vine ships right here and just bring them in. Can we not do this? Come on, guys. You can do it. Oh, there's closed borders. Okay. So that's problematic. I mean, we could declare war with them again. Wouldn't that just be hilarious to declare war with them again and just go for the other route with Perseus? No, that's fine. We're just gonna hang here. We're just gonna hang here because they're gonna ask us to leave and we don't have to. Do we actually have vine ships anywhere? We do have one vine ship en route there. It's interesting now that we have closed borders that we can't move there at all, because that's going to create different problems for us. How long does that last, though? I think the truce is, what, 10 turns? 5. Okay. We can last 5 turns. We can last 5 turns. We're just going to have our fleets get ready to do their job. We're going to stack all our vine fleets up here so they can vine Perseus and Deneb again. And then once that 5-turn window is up and we're at force peace, we're going to start moving everything towards building out over here. And wrapping Tylus, because we want Tylus. I will actually take and colonize Tylus for us. Okay, there we go. Good plan, guys, good plan. Good talk. Okay, This guy's fine just hanging out here, no big worries. We could bring him over here to help purge these pirates. They are going to get another fleet in 2 turns, and they're another sort of problem that is bugging us right now. We could honestly take this fleet over there too. That wouldn't be terrible. I'm going to take this fleet, though, and the reason for that is because if we take our larger fleet, then we won't be able to re-enter UE space, and they're going to be able to issue a thing and tell us to get out, but we're not going to get out. We're not. That's not going to happen. And if they decide to declare war on us again because of it, they can pay the influence cost for it, and then we will just take Perseus. So, I mean, we may end up going that route anyway. I'd hope not to go that way. I'd rather just be able to reclaim Deneb and be happy with that. The power of the Academy has reached level 4. Heroes will start at this level when recruited. Lovely. Just lovely. Current Academy request concerning Titanium will end in 2 turns. Oof. We are not at the top of that queue. And the Spear of Isyander would be actually very useful right now. Let's go for that. Let's just dump. Let's just dump all the Titanium. There you go, guys. Have 90 Titanium. Tell me we're not at the top now. The Academy has been discovered. Show the location. Ooh. It's way over there. Okay. That's fine. We are not going to get over there anytime soon. No big deal. Hey, look at that. Our Lumeris hero has leveled up. Good man, good man. Make us all of the dust, please. Could you make additional dust? But wait a minute. So we do actually want to look at these and choose between which one is better. +5 per planet on system, +5 on system, and then +5 per sterile on system. So this is going to be better infinitely just because it doesn't require a sterile. Every single planet we have will count. So we're going to go for that. Suyu Salt Cliff. Is it really Salt Cliff? It is Salt Cliff. That is a cool name. Okay. Enhanced Astro Navigation here is lovely. Let's see. Hero level up. Pi has leveled up as well. Mr. Pi, could you give us a little more production, please? We would very much appreciate that, although... Yeah, we want production. We have plenty of it. We're generating a lot of surplus science right now. Production is much, much more valuable. And I could have gone happiness there too, but happiness isn't an issue for us right now either. Fire ships being produced in Nakos, this is fine. We're also going to build out a medium fleet so that when the time comes for our backlash on the UE, we are ready. We are going to be able to curb stomp them once it's time. We will actually build up a siege fleet as well. We're going to have 2 full fleets when we go back into this. If we even go that route, we may not even have to go the military route. Like, there's a part of me that just thinks that there's an actual beauty in pacifically converting their entire empire just to go, yeah. But that's something we will have to do in future. Oh, hello. Would you look at this? Can it connect vines to enemy systems? Okay, that's annoying. That's annoying. I was hoping that because we were there we could go for it, but I forget that you have to actually be at peace with people, so we'll have to wait a few turns, which is fine. ESO here is another system that would be really nice to pick up. They do have quite a few resources. Ooh. Even more sweet, sweet luxuries. Got that blue cap mold going there. Yeah, you can just hang here for a little bit, bud. Which one of these is the probe? This one. Okay, sleep till there's a probe. Vine ships, you are unfortunately stuck there still, stranded in the vestiges of space. These guys are fine. They just hang out here. In fact, if we really wanted to, we could just guard the system. What's up, guys? Can't send any of your fleets through here. Good luck getting anything out here to Pleon, by the way, because you're not. And we'll just hover Pleon with that fire ship, too. I have no problem with that. We'll just sit there and be like, sup? How you doing? We're your neighbors. Yeah, we got big guns. Don't worry, it's cool, though. We friends. We friends. Not really, but we friends. Okay. Fire ship here. We're going to start preparing all of our fleets here on Gistrid because that will be our staging system if things do go south. Lovely. Let's merge up those fire ships. And we do have access to our medium support ships now, so we should probably take advantage of that by creating a couple of fleets with those. Did we actually make the siege fleet? We did. Okay. So we also want to have a actual support ship, so we'll just call it support. That's essentially all it is. I mean, we could go with our EVE Online naming and call it logistics. We could do whatever. We'll go with EVE Online for this one, actually, because I feel like it. So we'll do logistics here, and we will make this... Boop. Engines. Does our fire ship have double engines, or is it just one? Let me go check real quick. I just want to look at the slot layout. They just have one. We could have done 2, though. Let me check. Let me check, just because I'm not sure. No, we didn't. We did 1 so that we could have 3 weapon slots. I almost wish we hadn't, because more engine slots would have meant they move faster, but it's whatever. We'll just go ahead and do one engine on this then, which leaves us with a lot of extra support slots, which I'm not sure what we'll do with. I mean, bringing this doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Bringing that is actually okay, although, honestly, from what we've learned about, like, how crew damage works, we don't even need that, because if you do any crew damage, then the negatives apply, so you don't really need to do a lot of crew damage. So doing more crew damage doesn't make a difference. We could put a cloaker on so that we could stealth our fleets, which would just be entertaining. I wonder if stealth fleets can enter territory you're not supposed to be allowed in. This is a curious thing. We're going to test this out. Because if that's the case, that actually is a really good argument for using stealth modules all day long. In addition to that, we'll probably want to go with something like we could do additional manpower deployment here, wouldn't be bad, but I'm just going to go for repair here so that they keep themselves nice and healthy. Let's go with extra laser protection, because lasers tend to be more functional. And then in our weapon slots here and squadron slots, we don't actually have squadrons yet, which is, you know, somewhat problematic. But it's not the end of the world. Squadrons are very inconsistent, I feel like, so we're not hurt too bad by not having that. Koyosil Kinetics. Lovely, lovely, lovely. It's host kinetic weapon, flak targets, incoming projects. Okay, so we definitely have some good options on projectiles here. And we're going projectiles here for a simple reason. It provides anti-flak, which is essentially more missile defense. So that way we have one defensive module for projectiles, and we also have two for lasers, and we've got flak for missiles, which kind of makes up for not having a second piece of armor plating here. Now for our other weapon, what we want is either missiles so that we can be effective at long range, or like something that gets close and does more damage, which is fine too. And we may actually just go with another Koyosil Kinetics here, just to keep our damage types kind of mixed. No, let's do a laser. Let's actually keep our damage types mixed. If we really wanted our support vessels to be versatile here, what we'd do is we'd give them the plasma beam. And the reason for that is because beams are they're equally good at every single range, which means that we can sort of put this anywhere we want it and it won't matter. I'm actually kind of inclined to do that. Yeah, let's do that. That actually makes these more flexible, and we'll call these a logistic ship. Because that's what they do. They all the logistics for us. Okay, so let's see what is being produced. We got 2 more fire ships coming out here. 1 more fire ship coming out here. Current fleet cap is 16 points. Into 3, that's 5 3-point ships and 1 1-point ship. The 1 1-point ship isn't very useful, so we may want to look at ways to kind of round out our CP count here just a little bit. Plasma intensifier? So I'm looking at, like, stuff that has the Unfallen symbol here. You always want to look at stuff that is specific to your faction, because sometimes you'll find something really, really powerful. In this case, I think it's primarily that we have, like, a better version of Planetary Guard, which is okay, but it's not, like... it's not super cool or anything like that. Now, if we had had something here that was like, all your projectiles do, like, plus 30% damage, then yeah, we would want that, but that's not what that is. So we're back to looking for good CP gains. 3 of these would give us some CP right here. That'd be plus 3. We're not really trying to do that, though. Plus 3 on Empire right here, which would take us from 16 to 19, which would be 6 3-point ships and still a 1-point ship. It's really weird how you always end up with a 1-point ship left over. I'm like, come on, guys. What am I going to do with a 1-point ship in that fleet? What am I going to do? I mean, I guess we could bring, like, a scanner ship with them, but what is the point of that? Anyways, it just seems wasteful to have, like, these slightly off CP points, but it is what it is. We'll make it work. That being the case, we're not going to gain all that much from going there anyway, so maybe we won't. Maybe instead we'll focus on getting towards our pacifistic conversion here, which we will be finishing in a turn, mind you. That is a lovely thing in and of itself. Let us see what the best way for us to generate more influence in the quickness would be. Because influence generation on system is primarily what affects the range, I believe, unless it's vision range. I'm almost 100% sure it's the influence, but I can't say for 100% sure that vision range doesn't have an effect. Mantle of Unity here is pretty oomph, but it's only once per empire. Which means that wherever we built it, we get more influence. We don't really have an influence range, though, do we? How does our pacifistic conversion even work? Like, we don't have influence range on our system. You're either vined or you're not vined. Oh, guys, this is seeming like it might be ripe for abuse. I'm actually really excited about this now. Okay, so all that aside, we get 5 of these. There's 1 in queue here, 1 in queue here. That's 4 ships. We want at least 2 or 3 of our logistics ships as well. So we'll just put like 3 of those in queue. That way we can have 1 per flotilla. I see the value in having 6 now. Okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna grab this, and the reason we're doing that is because if we do manage to grab that, what it will allow us to do is essentially... Oh, we do want the colonizing ice rather quickly as well. So what it'll allow us to do is to have 6 3-point ships. The reason that's important is because it means that we can have a support ship and a damage ship in each one of our flotillas for a nice even split if we want to go 3 flotillas in a fight. So that's definitely useful. Definitely the way that I would prefer to go about things when I'm doing combat. National Museum here is fine. We are going to keep building influence. I do assume that influence is going to be a part of our pacifistic conversion, but it is interesting that our influence range of our systems is essentially just what's vined, because that could mean as soon as we vine something up, we can just start converting it, and if that's the case, we're going to have a lot of fun with the UE here in the next few turns. Okay, let's end the turn. Let's try to speed through some of these turns so that we can really see how that's going to play out. Sorry if the turns are taking a little bit long on this playthrough, guys. I am learning a lot about the Unfallen, so it has taken me a second to make sure that I'm kind of grasping what we need to grasp. Hey, we are amicable with the ELO. Competitive quest started. Food fight. Produce the most food in the galaxy. Nearly all sentient life in the galaxy depends on food. An empire that controls the flow of foodstuff possesses more than just sustenance. It holds a decisive edge in matters of trade and politics. Claim this advantage for your empire and reap the rewards. This isn't even a debate. We're just gonna win this. Like, I'm telling you right now, we're gonna win it. The Quantitative Society. A cabal of scientists and visionaries from a prominent research group, think tank, have come forward to your government promising to deliver the dream of a utopian society. They have created a vast super AI which can watch and learn from all, and believe that all will benefit from its scrutiny. Like many who have come up with ideas to fix society, their dream is riddled with their own biases and hang-ups, including believing that life isn't worth living without a dependable chain of caffeine bars featuring semi-designer furnishings and exotic mood music. They want space Starbucks, guys. The fact their vision of a perfect society also involves mandatory science fun means that although your citizens will become more rational, they won't be as pliant. A more popular, less scientifically beneficial move would be to ignore them. Okay. No. No. Sorry, we want influence, not science. We have plenty of that. Go away. Take your space Starbucks and your hipsters and your lattes and your plaid and get the hell out of here. Second Blazing Embers have recovered probes and is ready to start new expeditions. Who would have thought I'd ever say that? Plaid used to be part of my punk rock culture. Now it's all this hipster stuff. I am glad that you have heeded the request of the Nakalim lords and left our space. Sure.
Refreshing to see that we are not the only sentients.
Okay, as the first in my bloodline, I have the task to maintain the sovereignty of my kin. Cool. You guys seem great. We love you all. Everybody is our friend, except the UE. Screw those guys. Okay, Luna Barksis has leveled up. We don't need damage right now. We're gonna go with movement here. We may end up needing damage in future, which might make it the next thing we get. It'll probably be the next thing we get regardless, but we don't need it this exact second. Okay, you're gonna probe a thing. Make sure we're not hitting Guardians here for the moment. Yeah, ruins, subterranean. Okay, cool. Check those ruins out. What do we got? Basic AGN slugs. Is that a new kinetic module? It is, with a lot of extra damage. Okay, so unfortunately, that means we would want to upgrade all of our units. What we'll do is we'll amass everybody here on Gistrid, and then we'll do updates. When we have a full fleet on Gistrid, that's when we'll update everything. Yeah, you guys are fine. You're just hanging out. You're a defensive fleet. You're all good. You guys are fine. You're just hanging out for different reasons. We're waiting, because as soon as that truce falls off, we're going to force peace, and you're going to vine everything. Okay, scanner up here is basically in a place to kind of explore around, which is exactly what we want. Could send him over here to kind of explore the academy space, not a bad idea. Where was that miner that we were talking to? Hey miner, where you guys at? You over here on Nair? Is Nair where you at though? Okay, so we're not going to be able to scan anything down from for them. This entire branch right here, by the way, is actually really nice. We wouldn't mind colonizing this, we wouldn't mind getting them, wouldn't mind getting Pardalis either. Which does make me think perhaps we should send this fleet over here to clear this out, but I don't know if that's going to happen right now. I think what is more likely is that the fleet we were sending over with our hero and this cheap heat, which is not going to be enough to do anything here now that I think about it. Let's reinforce them with these fire ships in the short term. God, I always think that that's a star lane and it's going to be faster, and it's not, and that's super irritating, but okay. The vines are not star lanes, guys. The vines are not star lanes. I'll learn. Questioner up here is probably fine just exploring stuff. What can you find us? You can come over here and scan stuff. You're fine. Fine. Where's the... This was the last scanner guy we had. Okay. Scanner guy, do me a favor. Help them find stuff. Hey, it's a Guardian. Lovely. Okay, so there is a Guardian on our Tourist 5 now. They have not colonized that planet yet, so we'll see if the Guardian does stay. They have colonized that one, so now we have another Guardian on Uchi. Lovely, lovely, lovely. What else can we... Let's just keep bouncing around their systems finding Guardians. I'm totally good with that. We got some Gossamer from that as well, which is nice. Fireship, you're fine just hanging here. Okay. Quick scanner, we know we're waiting for a probe. That should be it. Ending the turn. Trying to get faster with these turns, guys. I want to make sure we cover all our bases. Like, scanning Guardians is a new thing I'm not used to doing, but it actually does make sense to go to all the other factions' planets and scan all of the Guardians. Riled researchers, it appears that an intergalactic congress of scientists has turned into a labor dispute. They have come to the conclusion that their work is grossly underappreciated and plan to halt all experimental efforts until their wages improve, their lab equipment is upgraded, and their work reported more professionally. So we can ignore them and get more production, or we can react to them and lose some dust to gain some more science. Screw you guys, we're gonna get production. We have plenty of science. Oh, and this is up, and we didn't even make the top 4 after donating, like, all of our titanium. That's crazy.
Yes.
Wow, okay. So that's different. Alright. Not super worried about that. Oh, somebody assimilated the ELO. We wanted them. The Oregons seek many things, knowledge is precious. Yeah, that's cool. We don't care. If you want a science agreement, send it on over. That's actually really annoying that the ELO... Oh, uh-oh. You guys see that, right? The ELO disappeared, which means that the Umbral Choir is over here somewhere. Likely here, or... Yeah, I mean, it would be one of these two. It would be one of these two. The fact that the choir is over here and we haven't met them or discovered them means that it's time to get some very important techs here. Ooh, there is a pirate mark on Kraz. Okay, so we're gonna go look for anti-stealth techs now. That is our #1 priority. I believe that's what these are. In order to get there, we need to hit the next tier of military. We're gonna be getting one right here. What else can we get that's actually worthwhile for us? Tractor beams are nice because they do keep people from running, but they're not super important for us. We could use boarding pods and focus in on doing crew damage, because if we can do that, we can actually take people's ships and then sell them for more profits. Because we're peaceful, guys. We're peaceful. I actually kind of like that idea. Let's go with that, and let's go with improved fleet management. Although there may be some battle tactics we want here, like the fewer the proud, get lucky, post-ops analytics. Yeah, I mean, grim recycling is also potentially useful. Repair and recover is very strong. Ooh, unlucky arms. Yeah, so we may end up wanting both of those anyway for the tactics, but we're just going to do these two for now, and we are going to try to do boarding pod ships so that we can start capturing enemy ships and then selling them off to produce even more dust, because we're peaceful, so we're going to disarm the entire galaxy except us. That's the idea. Disarm everybody but us. We're good. We are responsible enough with the fire to have the weapons, guys. That's the deal. Okay. Oh, hello there. You guys chose to show yourselves. Well, that is an interesting turn of events. Because now we don't necessarily have to kill you. How would you guys like peace? The answer is yes. The answer is yes, you would love peace. No, we're not going to give you dust. I'll give you map sharing. Okay, fine. You're really bending me over the hedge here. Let's see, what can we give you? I'll tell you what. How about a trade agreement? Oh, you don't like that. You don't like that at all, huh? How about a science agreement? You are just a finicky space cloud, you know that? A very finicky space cloud. Have some transvine. Eat some transvine, you'll feel better. You're not you when you're hungry. Come on, man. Take 50 transvine. Oh, you're killing me here. Killing me. What is it gonna take? What is it gonna take, or are we just gonna force peace with you? I'm impatient. Forget this. Welcome to peace. Shut up. We don't care. Yeah, exactly. Congratulations. Welcome to peace. This is how we do. Okay, so now we have peace with another empire, which means even more damage on our ships, lots and lots of other great benefits. It also means that we should be wary still, though. Like, we're going to start putting anti-hacking stuff where it needs to be. Although I think we already have anti-hacking stuff running. We do. We do have anti-hacking stuff running pretty much everywhere we go. Are we about to complete this hack? We are. We're one turn from completing a hack on Perseus, which will give us a much-needed backdoor. Okay. And we're set up to vine the crap out of their systems as soon as we come out of that the truce. I almost said treaty, and then I said truce. English is hard sometimes, alright? How many turns do we have left? 2. End the turn. Come on. One more turn, and we can really get to business. We are very, very low on manpower, which is unfortunate because our current faction quest is to have more manpower. We need to stop building ships. Gistrid has been compromised. Oh no. Why you do this? It has to be the UE. It has to. I blame them automatically. Or not the UE, but the Umbral Choir. That's what the UC. The other U faction, okay guys? I'm just done with all these U factions. Let's see. Done. Hey, we now have Edenization, which will automatically upgrade where all of our spin projects are, and cultural flexibility. We're very culturally flexible, guys. Very, very culturally flexible. Okay. All joking aside, we've got some fire ships down here that we can send on up. What we're gonna do is bring these up to join our combat ships that are gonna clear out the pirates. Go on, guys. Now is actually a really good time for us to start putting out siege ships as well. And we'll probably do that here, because we don't have... Well, we do have some things to build here. Like, we could build all of those for more economic gains, but at this point, it does feel like it's more valuable to get a siege ship out, and maybe, potentially, an Econ Behemoth. Let's actually look at that real quick. Hello, Mr. Econ Behemoth. Tell us all the ways that you can boost our empire. And we do have the bigger one, I believe, the bigger upgraded version of that module. Just gonna double check to make sure that that is what we picked up. Yes, it is. Okay, cool. That's what we want. So we are gonna put out an Econ Behemoth here. Let's make that a priority after the fire ship. Oof, that is gonna take quite a few turns, though. That's actually a lot of turns. Will it be worth? It will be worth, though, so I'm kind of okay with it. It's not the greatest thing ever, but it's something. Here we can also start converting systems when we have extra queue time, but that is not where we're at right now. And we're going to need more than one siege ship, too. So let's go 1, 2, 3. We can do 3 right now because of our titanium shortage, because we actually tried to give titanium to the Academy. We're not going to make that mistake again. The Academy basically gave us nothing for all of our titanium, and screw them. Okay. Subterranean. We already checked that. I'm just double checking, though. I don't want to lose any Guardians. Voidstone has been gained. Lovely. Hello, Mr. Scanner Ship. What have you found? What is here on Spica? No Guardians. Sad times. Sad, sad times. Okay, any other systems here that we can see Guardians on? Are there some on Shaddai here? Subterraneans. Life forms. No Guardians that we can see as of yet. But it does look like there's more stuff up this way, so let's send him on up this way to explore some more. Bouncing around real quick just to make sure we don't have anything else going on that we need to look at. We don't currently, which is fine. Got our 2 fire ships here with our fleet commander. I'm going to actually take them up right now to get started on sieging. Hacking operations left unassigned. Okay, so we do have the ability to hackerate now. Let's go from Perseus to Deneb to Nihal and hope that that comes through relatively quickly. Alright, ending the turn. If we can land a hack on Nihal, that'll give us, like I said, a really, really solid staging point to come after Altair. It's not the most solid, but it's the most solid we're going to get right now. Build the Academy. Encourage the growth and progress of minor civilizations. So this is going to be in 10 turns, ensure that population from minor civilizations reaches 221 at a minimum in the whole galaxy. This is actually something we're kind of doing intentionally, well, unintentionally anyway. We're now at Cold War, which means we can force it.
Aren't you?
Hold on. Before you get all antsy there, bud. Let me just tell you something. Welcome to peace. So, can I just ignore that now, because we're at peace?
What is it?
Okay. I'm just gonna refuse this because we're at peace. Ha! What you gonna do about it?
Toying with the Empire.
Oh, poor Zelavis. He all angry. Santa Zelavis is not happy, guys. He has had enough of our forcing peace. By the way, let the vining begin. Let the vining begin. Oh, by the way, let's bring these guys back in too. Let the vining begin. Are you being sieged by the Nakalim? You are. How unfortunate for you. It's almost as if we could defend you if we cared. Fortunately for us, we don't. What the heck? There's 2 ships there and I can't select them at all. Interesting. Boop. Let's pop those out. Is this a civilian ship right here? Yes, it is. I think it is, at least. Or maybe it just hasn't landed? I don't know what the deal is with that. We've got them here, too. Those have to be civilian ships that were carrying population that, like, never went out because we were at war and couldn't, or at truce and couldn't move through their territory. I'm guessing that's what those are. Which is good, because it means that's population that's just going to start landing on systems, unless we're capped on pop everywhere, which is pretty likely at this point. I mean, Deneb is not technically our system right now anyway. Interesting. So we're starting to see a yellow circle of influence there, potentially, but... oh, no. What? How did they colonize Deneb? Instantly. Alright. We should have just burned everything to the ground. We should have just burned everything to the ground. Lessons have been learned. We're gonna clear this area, we're gonna vine everything we can, and then we're gonna start converting stuff. And if peaceful conversion doesn't work, I'm just gonna burn the entire empire to the ground. Because now I'm just mad. Like... how? Explain to me how, if we had a truce where there were closed borders and they couldn't come into our space, Deneb is theirs now. That's what I want to know. Okay. We'll have to figure that one out next episode. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed the show. If you did, make sure to go ahead and give us a like or subscribe to the channel, and we will see you next time. Bye!